first month, I was packing boxes on my hands and knees on the hard
From a
cement.
small garage in Seattle to becoming the richest man on earth, Jeff Bezos' journey is one of vision, obsession, and relentless pursuit of innovation. It's the story of a man who dared to think decades ahead when others could barely think beyond the next quarter. A man who left a secure, prestigious job on Wall Street to chase a dream called the Everything Store. His name is Jeff Bezos, and his legacy is written not only in billions, but in the way he changed how the world shops, reads, and even dreams of space. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His mother, Jacqueline Guise Jorgensen, was a teenager when she gave birth to him, and his biological father, Ted Jorgensen, was a circus performer who left when Jeff was very young. Later, his mother married Miguel Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who adopted Jeff and gave him his last name. Growing up, Jeff was curious, independent, and fascinated by how things worked. As a child, he built small gadgets, turned his garage into a laboratory, and constantly experimented with electrical devices. He was the type of kid who took apart his crib with a screwdriver because he wanted to sleep in a real bed. That curiosity would later shape one of the most inventive business minds in modern history. As a teenager in Houston, Jeff excelled in school. He was valedictorian of his high school class and went on to study at Princeton University, where he majored in electrical engineering and computer science. While at Princeton, he was known for his brilliance, but also for his deep focus and analytical way of thinking. He wasn't just another straight-A student. He was a builder, someone who saw the world as a system that could be improved. After graduating in 1986, Bezos worked on Wall Street, first at firms like Fattel and Bankers Trust, and eventually at D. Shaw, a prestigious hedge fund. By his early 30s, he was a senior vice president, making a six-figure salary and on track for a lifetime of financial security. But deep down, he knew he wanted something more than comfort. He wanted to create. In 1994, while researching new business opportunities for D. Shaw, Bezos came across a startling fact. The internet was growing at 2,300% per year. That number changed everything. He saw an opportunity no one else truly understood yet, the idea that the internet could become the foundation for an entirely new kind of marketplace. Within months, he quit his job, packed his car, and drove with his wife, Mackenzie, from New York to Seattle, writing the business plan for what would become Amazon along the way. His idea was simple but bold. Start with books because they were easy to catalog, ship, and store, and then expand into everything. Amazon began in a small garage with a few desks made from wooden doors. Bezos' early motto was, "Get big fast." He believed in customer obsession, not competitor obsession. The first few years were chaotic. The team worked long hours, the servers crashed constantly, and profits were non-existent. But Jeff had a clear vision. He reinvested every dollar back into the company, ignored Wall Street pressure for immediate profit, and focused on building long-term trust with customers. When Amazon went public in 1997, the company was still losing money, but Bezos insisted that growth and customer satisfaction mattered more than short-term earnings. His philosophy paid off beyond imagination. Through the late 1990s and early 2000s, Amazon expanded from books to music, electronics, and household goods. It became the everything store. But Bezos' genius wasn't just in selling products. It was in building infrastructure. He created a logistics network, a fulfillment system, and eventually Amazon Web Services, AWS, a cloud computing platform that became the backbone of the internet. Today, AWS powers companies like Netflix, Airbnb, and even parts of the U.S. government. It's one of the most profitable businesses in the world and is the reason Amazon became one of the first trillion-dollar companies in history. As Amazon grew, so did Bezos' ambitions. He launched Prime, a subscription model that promised fast, free shipping and access to digital entertainment, an idea that forever changed consumer expectations. He pushed for innovations like Kindle, Alexa, and Amazon Go stores. His relentless focus on the customer made Amazon not just a store but a habit, woven into everyday life around the world. Under his leadership, Amazon became synonymous with convenience, speed, and innovation, but also controversy. Critics accused the company of harsh working conditions, monopolistic practices, and the exploitation of small sellers. Bezos remained largely silent through much of this criticism, repeating his mantra, focus on the customer. Everything else will follow. Bezos' personal life was as transformative as his professional one. He married Mackenzie Scott, whom he met at D.E. Shaw before founding Amazon. They shared 4 children and were partners through Amazon's rise from startup to global empire. In 2019, after 25 years of marriage, the couple divorced. It was one of the most expensive divorces in history, with Mackenzie receiving roughly $38 million from Amazon stock. Yet the split was amicable. Both have publicly spoken with respect for each other. Mackenzie went on to become one of the world's leading philanthropists, donating billions to charity, while Bezos continued to grow his business empire and pursue new dreams. In the years that followed, Bezos' lifestyle reflected both his wealth and his vision. He purchased multiple properties across the U.S., including a $175 million stake in Beverly Hills of homes in Washington, D.C., New York, and Hawaii. His estimated net worth as of 2025 hovers around $230 billion, making him one of the richest individuals in human history. Despite immense wealth, Bezos' life remains focused on innovation and legacy. His passion for space exploration led to the creation of Blue Origin in 2000, a private aerospace company dedicated to making space travel more accessible. Bezos once said, "I want to build a road to space so that our children can build the future." He personally flew to space in 2021 aboard his own rocket, New Shepard, fulfilling a lifelong dream. In recent years, Bezos has also turned his attention to philanthropy. In 2020, he launched the Bezos Earth Fund, pledging $10 billion to fight climate change. His focus is on sustainability, nature preservation, and developing new technologies that can restore balance to the planet. While critics argue that such donations can offset Amazon's environmental footprint, they acknowledge that the Earth Fund represents one of the largest private environmental commitments ever made. Bezos' personal life took another turn when he began dating Lauren Sanchez, a former news anchor and helicopter pilot. The two married in 2025 in a glamorous ceremony in Venice, surrounded by celebrities and world leaders. Sanchez has since become an active partner in Bezos' projects, particularly Blue Origin and environmental initiatives. For all his achievements, Bezos has faced intense scrutiny. Amazon has been accused of monopolistic behavior, underpaying workers, and avoiding taxes. The company has also been fined in various countries for data privacy and antitrust issues. Yet, despite controversies, Bezos remains steadfast in his belief that innovation requires discomfort and that progress often invites criticism. He once told employees, "If you can't tolerate critics, don't do anything new." Jeff Bezos' story is not just about wealth. It's about vision and endurance. He often speaks about the importance of long-term thinking, calling it day one, a mindset that keeps a company young, flexible, and hungry for innovation. He believes that companies and individuals fail when they start thinking like it's day two, when they become complacent and satisfied. This day one philosophy has inspired countless entrepreneurs and dreamers around the world. Today, Bezos spends his time balancing his passions, leading Blue Origin, investing in technology, and supporting environmental causes. He's no longer the CEO of Amazon, having stepped down in 2021 to allow Andy Jassy to take over. But his fingerprints are everywhere, in how we shop, how we store data, and even how we think about the future of humanity beyond Earth. Behind the billionaire persona is a man who believes in calculated risk and learning from failure. He once said, "I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying." Those words echo through the lives of countless entrepreneurs who see in him a blueprint for courage. Jeff Bezos' journey teaches that greatness often requires patience, discipline, and the courage to look foolish for a while. He went from selling books online to building rockets and redefining global commerce. His story is a reminder that the future belongs to those who dream big, work relentlessly, and never stop inventing. No matter how one views him, visionary genius or ruthless capitalist, Jeff Bezos has left an undeniable mark on history. His wealth may rise and fall, but his impact on business, technology, and space exploration will last for generations. In his words, "We are the architects of our own future." And for Jeff Bezos, that future is still being built, one bold idea at a time.